I've gone ahead and opened up the SolidWorks Arrowhead file that I created earlier. Now, there's some problems with this thing that we've got to resolve and we've got to fix. First of all, if we're designing a phone stand using this shape of the Seminole Arrowhead, we're going to have to come back and rotate this to where this bottom surface here is planar to a horizontal surface. So in other words, you've got to rotate it where it looks like it's pointing straight up. Additionally, what we have to do is we've got to rescale it. Here's why we got to rescale it. So let's come over here and do this first. We're going to come up here and we're going to select this point here and go up to the vertex at the very top here. And we're at about 9.8565 as far as the size. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Okay, 9.8565. Okay, we got that written down. I'm going to go ahead and turn off my measurement capability now. Now, since I've got this done, I'm going to go over here to Features and I'm going to create a new sketch. And the plane upon which I'm going to do a sketch on is going to be this plane here. So I set myself normal to that surface. And I'm going to put in a construction line. So I'm going to go ahead and put a construction line in. I'm going to say horizontal and I'm going to say infinite. And I'm going to click on this little vertex right there. And from that, all I'm going to do is go back up to my measurement command and I'm going to measure. First of all, I'll clear this out right here. And now I'm going to measure from here up to there. Now that gives me a measurement of 39.29 degrees. Let's go ahead and clear that off again and try it one more time. Yep, 39.2229. So we're going to highlight this guy right here and use him. Okay, so we may come back and use him. So we're going to do a copy. Now once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. I'm going to go ahead and get out of that measurement command. I'm going to go ahead and rebuild my document, and I'm going to go ahead and come up to this particular sketch here. I'll roll this guy back to there, and I'm going to go to this sketch. I'm going to edit that sketch, and then I'm going to come over here to my entities, and I'm going to go down here to rotate entities. Okay, it says entities to rotate. So I'm just going to highlight all this by drawing a polygon around it. As you see here, I'm going to set my center of rotation to be, we'll come out here and kind of find the center of the part, like right here. Okay, looks like a good spot. And we'll go ahead and paste in the number of 32 degrees. Let's do that real quick. Actually, it's 39 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and hit accept. And so it went ahead and rotated that to that correct angle. That's good. That's what we wanted. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rebuild and I'm going to do a save again. Now what I need to do is I went back and measured some of my earlier phone stands. I need that arrowhead to be 9 inches tall. Well, obviously, excuse me, it is 9 inches tall. I need it to be 5 inches tall. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead again and rebuild. I'm going to save the document and I'm going to go back over here to these sketches, edit that sketch, and then I'm going to come down here to where it says scale entities. So now that this blue field is highlighted, it's telling me to go out and find all the entities I want to scale. So I'm going to select all of those as you see here, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to scale about that one particular point right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, that's not the size I'm looking for. Let's do a little bit of math here. So what we're going to do is going to clear all this out, and I'm going to say 5 inches divided by let's see, 9.8565, and let's see what our number is. Okay, it was that number. So we'll go ahead and copy this, like right here. Just come up to this field, right mouse click and copy it. Come back to SolidWorks. We'll paste that in as you can see right there, and we'll go ahead and hit select. And let's see if it scaled it down. I'm not real sure if I got that or not. I may have to come back and do that again. Nope, still stayed at 9. Okay, no big problem. So we're going to go ahead and get out of that again. So let's go back and make that attempt on that scale. So we'll go over here to scale again. Sometimes it takes a couple times to get it figured out, but it's no big deal. SolidWorks will work. So I'm going to scale about this point here. Okay. And I've keyed that in at 0.507.507599. Let's go ahead and hit accept on that. Accept that. Yeah, it looks like it worked that time. Let's go back and measure this. Go from this point to that point, and yeah, it says it's 5 inches right here, as you can see as I'll highlight that. That's what we wanted. Okay, so now we got it scaled down to the 5-inch size that we need. That is great. We'll go ahead and hit the F key to zoom up. We'll go ahead and roll this back. Actually, let's do a rebuild first. Let's do a save. And we're not going to need that sketch we just put in for measurement and for rotational purposes, so we'll go ahead and delete him as well. Okay, that looks pretty good. Hit the F key again, scale that up, rotate this around a little bit. And there's one of our side pieces. Now we're going to come back and do a few changes on this here in a moment. But for now, let's go ahead, again, save it. I'm kind of a save person here. I like to save a lot. And we'll come back to this in